Hello and welcome to our channel. We collect and study reports based on true stories from around the world dealing with strange and peculiar events. To protect the identity of the individuals involved, names and some minor facts have been altered to tell the story. Case file 00150. Category Possessed Objects. Location Japan.
I was walking through the city one day. I was window shopping. There was a pawn shop that displayed jewelries. I saw a ring that caught my eyes, with a platinum band and diamond in the middle with a sapphire cut. I would never be able to afford something like that if I bought it brand new, but the price for this ring was very reasonable and even unbelievably cheap. Maybe it was a fake, or maybe the stone was of a bad quality, but I'm no expert and it didn't really matter because the ring looked beautiful to me. I couldn't resist, so I went inside the pawn shop like I was drawn to it and bought the ring. This is not the first time I bought jewelry at a pawn shop. I'm always looking for a good bargain, and I have 5 other rings in my collection that I found at pawn shops over the years. But it didn't take too long before I regretted buying this secondhand ring. Soon after I came home with my new ring, I started having headaches at nighttime. At first, I thought I had come down with a cold, and I called in sick from work and rested in bed for 2 days. But my symptoms didn't really go away. I just didn't feel well all the time, but I wasn't sick enough to go to a doctor. My headaches came and went. I felt tired all the time and didn't want to get out of my bed in the morning. A few weeks went by, and I was just feeling unmotivated and dreary every day when my boyfriend Taro came over to my apartment to drop off a concert ticket we were supposed to go together. These days, I'm used to having digital concert tickets where I can show my ticket on my smartphone. But this concert ticket had to be printed because it was being held at a small venue and they did things the old-fashioned ways. I've known Taro since high school, and he had just recently quit his job to become a full-time psychic reader. He has an internet website where he advertises his business, and through words of mouth, he was able to make enough to support himself. I told Taro I was not in any mood to go to a concert, feeling the way I did. I could barely go to work, let alone get out of bed every morning. He looked at me and asked me,
"Did you go anywhere lately?"
"Not really. I've been so tired lately, I just go to work and come home. Last time I really went out anywhere was when I was in the city and bought a ring at a pawn shop."
You bought a ring at a pawn shop? You bought a second-hand jewelry?
Yes, I found a beautiful ring and it was really cheap. Do you want to see it?
Yes, let me see it. Where is it?
I got up and picked up my small wooden box where I keep my jewelry. I opened the box and picked out the diamond ring that I had bought recently and put it on my finger to show it to him.
Stop! Take that ring off and bring me the whole box!
I took off my ring and put it back in the box and handed it to Taro.
So, it's this one. The one with the square-cut diamond in the middle. Listen, I thought I had warned you before not to buy anything that is second-hand.
But this ring was so alluring. When I saw it through the shop window, I fell in love with it. I could not resist.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. This ring summoned you. It literally called on you to come get it from the shop, and you just did exactly what the ring told you to do, like a fool.
What do you mean the ring called on me?
When something like this calls on you, it's almost impossible to walk away. All right, give me a minute and let me look at this ring. Oh, this is not very old. It's probably like 2-3 years old at most. I can feel the intense hatred of a woman who used to own this ring. She was very angry. It was her engagement ring, but her fiancé cheated on her and left her for another woman. She didn't handle it well and sold off everything she had that was gifted to her by her ex-fiancé. I can also see how much she loved him and how much she loved this ring until she found out about his cheating. And then she went into a rage. She's one of those types who hold deep grudges.
So can I keep the ring?
Are you listening to what I am saying?
So I have to sell this ring? That's too bad. It's so pretty and I really liked it.
I can try to neutralize the emotion that is trapped in this ring. Let me give it a try.
Taro held the ring in his hand for a few minutes, and just like that, it was done.
Okay, you can keep this ring now. The anger and hatred that was trapped in this ring has been wiped away.
Just like that, huh? It seemed so easy. Well, then it's perfectly safe to go out and buy secondhand items at pawn shops.
Are you kidding? Maybe I can go buy second-hand items, but certainly not you. You can't do what I did. That's why you were feeling sick, weren't you? That's why it's just best to stay away from second-hand pre-owned items. Now, let me check your other rings in your wooden box. Okay. This one is not so great, but it's not so bad either. You can keep the rest, but just don't wear it too often. It doesn't have to be jewelry. Some people may feel attracted to buying antique dolls. Some people like to find and collect samurai swords. When something like that catches your attention, there's usually a reason why it's calling to you. Something is trapped inside these items, the energy of emotions that is calling out for help. But just because something is asking for help doesn't mean it's got good intentions or that it's vulnerable. There are trapped emotions that just want an outlet and a target. Like this ring that you had. Its previous owner's emotion of anger and hatred was trapped in this ring and was looking for a target to unleash it on someone. And you stepped up to help this ring and became its target. You bathed in its negative emotion day and night, and which eventually got you sick.
Well, I can't afford these beautiful things unless I bought them used.
But it ends up costing you more in the end if you are going to get sick, don't you think?
Yes, but it's not like all of them are like this, right? I will just have to ask you to buy them for me from now on.
Sure, but I'm going to charge you for my consultation fee. I can't afford to work for free. It's not easy making a living as a psychic.
And I guess that means it would be a long time before I am going to see a ring from this man with a marriage proposal. But who needs a ring these days to get married? I already have enough of them in my wooden box collection.
And this concludes our story. Case file number 00150 closed. Thank you for watching.